guys, what is up? It's your boy JadeJonny back here with another video. Sorry, I've been gone for a while, but Chaotic is back and I'm excited. Chaotic is not officially back, unfortunately, not officially back. However, there was a YouTuber, I don't know his name. Oh my god, I didn't read his name. I didn't read his name. Codemaster Hard Rock. Okay, like Codemaster Hard Rock. I don't know the guys. Apparently he's a Discord admin. But yeah. But yeah, so Codemaster Hard Rock did an interview with one of the big players inside the Chaotic TCG apparently, and yeah, this is actually kind of exciting news, not gonna lie. So for those of you who don't know, Chaotic is my favorite card game of all time because the skill ceiling is insanely high, and I am nowhere near it at all. Absolutely nowhere near it at all. I'm like, the floor is like down at the floor. The floor is like over there. I'm like below the floor. I suck. Okay, so Chaotic is definitely a skill-based CCG, and it is one of the most amazing CCGs I have ever gotten the chance to play, and I'm excited that I have the chance to talk about it now. It's Vanguard Overdress is definitely the most fun, but Chaotic as a skill-based game is the most insane. There was a member of the Discord community that was doing a 105 versus 105 match, and that was insane to hear about and to see updates on. So situations like that where the skill ceiling is insanely high, and it's just situations like that where it's just it's just insanely high. But that being said, though, let's go ahead and jump into the information that he got. I'm going to paraphrase everything he did. He did a 20-minute video, and I just want to paraphrase it in a quick little video and just be like, hey, I just want an excuse to talk about Chaotic on this channel. I'm not going to lie. I just want an excuse to talk about Chaotic. That's all I want is an excuse to talk about Chaotic. This man gave me an excuse, and now I'm going to repeat word for word every single thing he said. Not really. I'm definitely not doing word for word. So, to start off, we're going to have no direct reprints, though we may have reprints with erratas. This means that older cards are going to be usable. Okay? There's not a reboot. This is not a reboot. We already figured this wouldn't be a reboot. This has been hinted at the fact that it won't be a reboot. However, it has been said that there isn't going to be any direct reprints because they don't want to hurt the value of any cards. So if you have cards, put them in sleeves. I need to go sleeve every single card I own, because including the commons, because apparently they're important now. I haven't sleeved anything. I've spent a lot of money and I haven't sleeved anything. That being said, though, they're also in talks with the streaming services they're using. There's going to be a YouTube channel. I'm going to link down in the comment section, down in the description, for you to go and watch the YouTube series, for you to go and watch, the original series. This is how they're going to gauge interest and show to other, other people that, hey, put our stuff on your streaming service. People will watch it. This is their gauge the interest in the community as to whether or not the show should keep going. So, comment section, description, read it, go watch the videos, binge watch the videos. I'm gonna go watch the series 3 times. Loki drops today on the day that I'm making this video. I'm gonna go binge watch the series before Loki drops, and then after I watch the first episode of Loki, and then after I watch it again. I'm gonna rewatch it because I love Chaotic, the show, the game, the lore. I love Chaotic. Chaotic is awesome. Give me my boy Hearing. Let's go. That being said, on to the next one. The app is coming. The app is coming around or before the CCG hits. So whenever the new sets start coming out, we're going to have the app, either when or before. So, there's going to be an app. They're going to try to segue that into consoles and online platforms. But there's going to be an app before anything else. On top of that, they've already decided who the printing is going to be done by. And they're already in talks with the printers at the moment. COVID-19 did delay everything. Everything got delayed by the virus. However, now, the Danian virus is no longer going to stop distribution. Let's go. So, I've been consistently telling people over and over and over again that the game is still in development. I have always told people anytime I talk to anybody about Chaotic, in Yu-Gi-Oh chat groups, in Pokemon chat groups, in Vanguard chat groups, anytime Chaotic's brought up, I always tell them, hey, No, the game is still in development. A major couple players, a few people have left the have left distribution, have left the game, have left the game. Yeah, let's put it that way. Have left the game team, have left the development team in the last like 6 months. So we know that the game is still in development. We know this is something that is happening. So that being said, this is going to make it to where we have actual confirmation from the developers themselves that the game is still in progress. It was delayed due to the Danian virus, but it's now back in progress at full swing. Let's go! Okay, on to the next thing, the next topic we have. We have creator support will exist. This is the this is the okay, when I hear this, I am thinking what Bakugan did. I don't think it's going to be the extent Bakugan did because they don't have Hasbro support. So I don't think it's going to be to the extent of what Bakugan did. Bakugan flew out a bunch of creators over to their headquarters before release for a mini tournament. We had SEMO, we had Team APS, we had Negative Legends, etc., etc., etc. We had a lot of like major players inside the YouTube gaming scene. And this is like kind of like a big deal. It was a big deal because it showed Bakugan is willing to throw as much money into it as they need to make sure that the game is a success. I don't know how the game is doing right now because honestly I stopped paying attention to Bakugan because I couldn't find product. That's probably means it's a good thing? I don't know. The only product I could find was like, you know, Clearance Stout Set 1. So, I don't know. So this is what I'm thinking. In reality, it's probably going to be like what Vanguard and Yu-Gi-Oh! Have been doing lately, where they've been giving viewers, or they've been giving YouTubers and stuff like that, exclusive content for, you know, card reveals. So that's probably more realistically what it's going to be like. It's not going to be like what Bakugan did for their initial release. However, I very much am hoping that it's like, you know, actual support. I don't want it to be like we're all talking about this card is busted and absolutely banned and needs to be banned, and they just ignore us. I don't want that to happen. That's like the big red flag there, okay? Is if we're all talking about it and they're not addressing it, then that's going to be a red flag for the game entirely. So let's hope that that's not something that they do. On to the next one. They do know about Recode, and Recode being an online platform that's used to play the game, they do know about it. As a matter of fact, a couple of the game developers have said they play it, which, by the way, awesome, not gonna lie. Konami knows about theirs, so dueling books and stuff like that, and they are against it. They are heavily against it. However, knowing that they know about Recode is amazing, because that means they haven't tried to DNC yet. They haven't tried to, you know, throw a cease and desist order. They haven't even asked to have it taken down. As a matter of fact, they play it. So this means that they support the community in any endeavor as long as it shows that they love playing the game. That is insane. That is absolutely nuts. Let's look at the other major CCGs right now, okay? We have Pokemon, who won't even let you make, you know, actual, like, parodies of their games without DMCAing you. They have clips inside their games where if you have them on your YouTube channel, you get DMCA'd, you get copy strike, right? You have Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they don't support any unofficial game. So if you have an unofficial game, they will strike you. Okay? Now let's look at Vanguard. They also, the only Vanguard games are based off of your computers. That's it. You can't have any games based off of a website because Vanguard will DMCA it. Okay? They want you playing Zero. They want you going out and playing at your LGS. They don't have online. So Vanguard is, you know, same. They know about the fan-based games and they support this. That's amazing. That right there, it goes to show the fact that they do care about the community. That right there is amazing. That in itself is amazing, and I love that. That's great. Now, if you could, you know, when you get around to it, drop the app, because that'd be sick. I would much rather support an official app than a fan-based app, not because of my lack of the fan, but because I want to show that I, as a player, support the company. So, if it's $80, drop it. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Okay? I'll buy it for me. I'll buy it for my brother. I'll buy it. I'll buy 6 copies. 6 copies. If it's $80, 6 copies. No. 10 copies. No. 20 copies. I'll buy it as many times as I bought Skyrim. Let's put it that way. Drop the game, I'll buy it as many times as I bought Skyrim. Okay, I've only bought Skyrim like 6 times, but that's besides the point. I'll buy it as many times as I bought Skyrim, okay? That being said, though, get back on track here, okay? Seriously? 6 times. 6 times. Todd Howard, I hate you. But that's besides the point. We can talk about that later. So they know about Recode, and they actively support it. Now, all this information coming together is amazing to hear. For one, our cards retain value. In the interview, the guy said that he had asked about, or Codemaster Hard Rock had said that he'd asked about code redemption. They said they figured something out for that. Also great. That is great to hear. I really hope that means they reset codes as well, because I bought cards secondhand, etc. So I really hope that means they have reset codes. But go back a little bit further. The one thing they cannot do at this point, the one thing they cannot do is short print. That's the one thing they can't do here. They need to mass print. Like, if it costs a lot of money, the chaotic community is like rabid, okay? Like, we are rabid, okay? We will buy product. We will buy out your product. We will buy it. Just print it. Print enough. Because I guarantee you, right now with the Pokemon boom, we will have scalpers on Chaotic instantly. It is nostalgia fodder for all of us, okay? Instantly, we will have scalpers on Chaotic product. Do not short print. Make sure that you are planning waves. Do make sure there are waves. Let me restate this another 12 times. Make sure there are waves. Because there will be product bought out. It will be in high demand. And if there are not waves, the price spikes will make it to where this game is unplayable. That being said, Chaotic also is a game where you only need one of over half of the cards for a deck. So, the only exception being attacks, locations, maybe Music. Maybe. But you can only run one creature in one battle gear. So, I genuinely think that they have set up this game up to where they cannot fail unless they miss this one single thing. Also support your LGS. 100% support LGSs. Screw Target, screw Walmart. They have handled everything horribly whenever it comes to CCGs over the last year and a half. Even before then, they handled it horribly. Support LGSs, the places that are going to get more players, the places that want more players into the door, the places that want to sell the product to players, and the places that care about the players. Not the places that are going to let grown neckbeards who are only there because they see the game as an investment choice. Give it to the people who see the players play. I guarantee you every LGS that in every single location knows which players sit down and play the game, knows which players are there to buy cards and which players are there to sell cards. That's literally, you know, a main thing is to support the LGS. If you want to sell in big retail stores, fine. Most of this inventory, though, does need to go to LGSs. That is another thing. Those are the two things you have to do here. Mass print and LGS. If you make the most expensive card in the game, in the newest sets, $5 because you printed too much, that is much better than printing too little. Absolutely much better. If my deck costs $20 from, like, you know, just buying singles, if my deck costs $20 from buying singles, that is much better. That is absolutely much better than if there isn't even enough cards on the market to support the deck. So, that right there, make sure you are printing in waves. Learn from the mistakes of the other games. Learn from the other retailers. Make sure that people understand these games are easy to access. If you have to do what Vanguard did with their newest overdress stuff, where you have to make the start decks really cheap, do it. Get new players in now, because this is going to be the make or break time. I mean, then again, I don't know much about marketing. So, but I can tell you right now, there's so many good card games on the market right now. You have the Digimon TCG, you have Flesh and Blood, you have Vanguard Overdress, which is popping off right now. You have Vanguard Standard, you have Vanguard Premium, you also Vanguard G standard, whatever, right? V standard. You have Vanguard Premium, you have Yu-Gi-Oh, you have Magic. Magic's dying, whatever. But you have Yu-Gi-Oh, you have Bakugan still technically existing inside the game space. You also have Weiss. You have so many games you're competing against right now, you can't mess this up. But then again, I'm just some guy on the internet and I don't really know much about marketing. So, but I do know a lot about card games, and I can tell you right now, if you guys are having any debates about whether or not you should try Vanguard, I was about to say Vanguard Overdrive. So if you guys have any debates about whether or not you should try out Chaotic Recode, try playing against a couple players. There's a Discord community as well, and that's, if I can get a link, is going to be in the description below. And so go ahead and, like, you know, just try the game, completely free. I suggest you do it. It has an extremely low floor, but an extremely insanely high ceiling. In terms of overall, I'm gonna do a video probably like in a week later, because like I have to edit it, and it's gonna be an actual video where I rank the games in terms of like ceiling. But I can tell you this: it's top 3, and it's not 2 or 3. It is top 3, and it's not 2 or 3. So, I really highly recommend that you guys at least try Chaotic, because if you're looking for a game with a high ceiling and a low floor, you probably aren't going to find one much better than Chaotic. That being said, though, guys, this has been JadeJonny. I will see you later. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me down in the comment section below about if you've tried Chaotic, if you'd like to try Chaotic, if you'd like to see more videos on Chaotic, and tell me why. And tell me why Wizards of the Coast is killing Magic the Gathering. Thank you. That'll be all. Goodbye.